Sit tight for this one, mate, because Parkhead was far from paradise last weekend. Celtic found themselves on the receiving end of another derby bruising, falling 3-2 to Rangers in a match that saw more chaos than cohesion. That's 2 back-to-back Old Firm defeats now. And let's just say Brendan Rodgers wasn't exactly radiating zen energy on the touchline. Without Callum McGregor pulling the strings in midfield, the boys looked like a tribute band missing their frontman. Rodgers did point out the skipper's absent, but let's be honest, the whole orchestra's out of tune. Gordon Dalziel, never one to sugarcoat, described him as all over the place defensively, and he wasn't wrong. Nico Raskin was gifted the opener off a set piece, and from there it was defensive deja vu, sloppy passes, poor marking, and a back line that looked more confused than a tourist on Sauchi Hall Street. To be fair, Celtic showed a flicker of fight in the second half, dragging it back to 2-2 with Rodgers reportedly channeling his inner angry man in the dressing room. But even with momentum and possession, they couldn't seal the deal. Hamza Igamain popped up late with a belter to snatch all 3 points for Rangers, and that's 9 goals conceded to their rivals across just 3 games. You don't need a coaching badge to know that's a stat that stinks. BBC's Richard Gordon reckoned Celtic looked more likely to win once they'd leveled things up, and even Dalziel nodded in agreement there. But football's not about vibes, is it? It's about finishing your dinner, and Rangers did just that. So here's one for the comments section. And don't hold back. If Brendan Rodgers can't stop the bleeding in these big games, is it time Celtic start thinking about life after him? This story is straight out of football's version of Netflix. Rangers, fresh off back-to-back wins and a Europa League knockout of Fenerbahce, are riding a wave. And at the center of it all, Barry Ferguson, the Ibrox icon turned caretaker, who's done more in a week than some do in a season. 2 wins, big scalps, fans buzzing, job done, right? Well, maybe not. Because looming dramatically in the background, cloak flapping in the Glasgow wind, is none other than Jose Mourinho. Yep, the special one himself has been name-dropped as a possible successor, and not just as a fantasy football manager save. We're talking real quotes, real flirtation. Before the Fenerbahce match, he hinted that managing either Rangers or Celtic could be on his bucket list, and after getting knocked out by Barry's boys, he even charmed the Ibrox crowd with a bit of post-match pageantry. Enter Derek Ferguson, Barry's brother and ex-Rangers man, who's gone full tinfoil hat, but with conviction. He reckons Mourinho's comments weren't just empty chat. With new ownership on the horizon and an appetite for a statement signing, why wouldn't they go for a box office name like Jose? His track record, Manchester United, Spurs, Roma, even his brief Fenerbahce stint, shows a bloke who wins more than he loses. And let's be honest, if Rangers want to close the gap on Celtic and make waves in Europe, a name like Mourinho makes a very loud splash. Still, this is Mourinho we're talking about. The man plays mind games in his sleep. He's got more quotes than trophies, and that's saying something. Is he genuinely interested, or just adding a bit of spice to his post-defeat PR? Either way, Rangers fans are now dreaming big, Hollywood big. So here's one to stir the pot in the comments. *** would bringing in Jose Mourinho be a masterstroke for Rangers? Or would it be an ego-driven circus that blows up in their faces?